Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a fairly short video. I do want to say before I even get started that you will see this makeup in my very next video. Therefore, I will be wearing the exact same thing. So I just got through filming a makeup tutorial and I wanted to do this tutorial. I did it last week, but I didn't like the way that I looked in the video. Like by the time I shot the video, it was like the middle of the day. I had already been out and running about, and I had like done my makeup real quick that morning in my hair, and I just looked really ratchet in the video, so I decided to do it over. So I am going to be doing my skincare routine, which is going to be what I do when I wake up and what I do before I go to bed. So we can just jump right into the tutorial, or not tutorial, but the video. So in the morning, I get up and I wash my face like everybody else. So I used to have really bad acne when I was a kid in high school, and then as I got older it kind of faded out, and then after I had my kids, my skin was like so bomb. Like it was so good, it had cleared up so good, and that was because I drank like a crap load of water, which I normally don't drink because water's not my thing. But when I was pregnant, I drank like so much water all day long, so which is obviously really good for your skin, but that helped me so much. Like my skin had cleared up, I wasn't having breakouts, it was awesome. And then as soon after my son, not as soon, but like after my son, I was 28 when I had him, and then maybe like a couple years later, like right when I was about to hit 30, I started having these really bad breakouts. Like it was like I was back in high school. So I had adult acne, I had hormonal acne, so I finally went to the doctor and they put me on some stuff and it got my skin back to fairly normal. Like my skin is better, it's cleared up as far as like I don't have breakouts, but now I'm trying to get rid of the dark spots that is left behind. So that's pretty much it. But like it's a lot easier to cover up now that I don't have, you know, bumps all over my face. But I have oily skin, and so that didn't help either. And so I went to the dermatologist and they put me on a few things. So what I have to take internally, that's prescription, is I have to take some antibiotics that I take twice a day, and I'm also on birth control that I take every single day. So that helps with the hormonal breakouts and with I used to get the really deep under the skin, like cystic ones that took forever to go away. But she also prescribed me some over-the-counter things that I think work really good, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. The first thing that I use in the morning, I use this, which works amazing. It is the Clean & Clear Continuous Control Acne Cleanser, and it has 10% benzoyl peroxide acne medication. So this is what she had prescribed for me to use, something that had benzoyl peroxide in it. So I picked this up, and I was actually already using it, so it worked out that that's what she was going to prescribe me. So I use this, and I use this along with a lotion. This is prescription though, but a lotion that she did prescribe me to use along with it. It's a clindamycin phosphate topical lotion, and I use this along with my Clean & Clear. But I'm sure like this, maybe somebody that doesn't have like a strong breakout, this will work great. Or you can ask your doctor about this stuff. It worked really good for me. So it's clindamycin phosphate topical lotion, and I use these two in the morning. And then what I also use is I use a toner. I used to use the Proactive. I used to be on the Proactive system, and that worked really good for me for a while, but then it just started not working. So that's why I went to the dermatologist to get onto something prescription stronger. But I do still use their toner. I use their revitalizing toner, which is the step 2 process in their kit that it comes with, and it's really it has like a really light smell. Like it doesn't hardly smell at all, and it doesn't leave any type of weird texture on your face. It cleans your face really good. I really like it. So I use this and makes your face feel fresh. And I actually use this in the morning, and I use it at night when I take my makeup off. And that is pretty much all that I use in the morning time. That's my morning routine. Oh, and then I moisturize my skin before I put my makeup on. I use this to moisturize it. It is the Cetaphil Derma Control Oil Control Moisturizer, and it has SPF 30 in it. And this is for acne prone skin, which is what I have. So I use this in the morning, and sometimes I use it at night before I go to bed. If I put moisturizer, I don't always put moisturizer on before I go to bed, which it hasn't really been a big deal for me. But if my face is feeling really dry, then I'll use that. But I use this to moisturize with. And so Also in the morning and at night, what I use to help fade some of my dark spots, and it's worked really good. It's helped fade them so they're not as dark as they used to be, but I'm trying to see if, look into maybe some other stuff that works maybe a little bit better to try to get them basically gone completely, hopefully. But for now, I've been using this Pond's Clarant B3. It is a dark spot correcting cream. It has vitamins B3 and C in it. And it says it's for normal to dry skin, but I mean, I use it and it doesn't make my skin feel dry or oily or anything like that. I just put it in my dark spot areas, which are mostly on my cheeks, or like the couple that you've seen I had here. I put them there, or wherever I had a breakout and, you know, there's scarring left. But I use this in the morning. I put it on before I put on my moisturizer, and then at night I put it on after I cleanse my face. And so now at nighttime, when I come home and I want to take off my makeup. So I am a person that does wear makeup every single day. Well, mostly every single day. Some days, most of the time on the weekends, I don't wear makeup unless I'm going to go out. I don't really wear makeup. But so what I do is, and this is one of the things that really helped, what I used to do, I did not used to remove my makeup first, and then I used to just wash my face and think that was cool. But now that I think back on it, because now that I do use makeup wipes, now that I think back on it, when I used to just wash my face, I used to use this toner, and there used to be so much dirt left on my face, and I never thought anything of it. I thought that was the end of it, like, oh, I got the dirt off with the toner or whatever. And no. So that was probably contributing to my many breakouts that I was having as well. But now what I do is I use these makeup wipes at night to take my makeup off. And these are just the Target brand. I used to use the Neutrogena, which these are supposed to be a cheaper brand replica of the Neutrogena ones that are grapefruit infused, which is supposed to be good for acne prone skin. And these ones are a little cheaper, and they worked just as good to get all my makeup off. And it is for acne prone skin with grapefruit extract, and it just comes in like a pink thing like this, and I think it's like $3.99 or something like that. But I take my makeup off with these first, and then my doctor prescribed that I just use a mild soap, and one of the options was the Dove soap. So I use a mild soap after I completely remove my makeup. I use the Dove, and I would recommend to use something that's fragrance free, just regular soap, nothing with like a bunch of different stuff in it. However, I do use the regular Dove, but it's an exfoliating soap, but it's not really scrubby. It doesn't like, you can't really feel the exfoliation beads or whatever in it, but I use just a plain Dove bar exfoliating soap, fragrance free, and I use that. I'll maybe wash through my face twice just to make sure I get everything off, and then I will do the toner, the proactive toner. And 2 to 3 times a week before I put the toner on, I exfoliate my skin. And then what I use for an actual exfoliating with like the little beads that you can feel but they're not harsh on your face is I use this Garnier Clean Plus. It is a balancing daily exfoliator. It purifies the T-zone, softens dry areas, and this is oil free, and it is grapefruit and pomegranate. And I just use this 2 to 3 times a week to exfoliate my skin, and then if I'm gonna do this, then I do the proactive toner right after that. And then sometimes if I do this, my skin might feel a little bit dry, so I put the moisturizer on. And so then the last thing that I do for my skin, which I do it at least once a week, sometimes more if I feel a breakout coming on, but at least once a week I'll do some type of mask. And I don't have any specific one that I can be like, I use this all the time, but I usually just try to find something that is for breakouts or whatever. But this one I have been using quite often, and it's been working really good. Like, I almost had a breakout coming maybe a couple days ago, and I put this on and it was gone the next morning. So I use the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Clay Mask, and this is the Mint and Lemon Clay Mask. Controls oil and breakouts for breakout and oily skin, which is me. So I use this. It is a green mask. You just put it on and leave it on for about 15 minutes, and then you wash it off, and it makes your skin feel nice and fresh and smooth, and it helps with my breakouts. So that is my entire skincare routine. And I know I talk really fast. I don't know if I have it. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. I talk really fast, but that is my skincare routine. This is what I do in the morning and every night. And it is true that sticking to a skincare routine, which I probably wasn't doing, I had slacked off for a while, probably contributed to my breakouts as well. But sticking to like a consistent face routine, I think is really important, and it really does help if you have any type of problematic skin like I had. And so everything that I've been doing has really been helping. If you have any questions about any of the prescription things that I have, that maybe you want to ask your doctor about them, just ask me and I will let you know. Because I can't think off the top of the head what the antibiotics are called. The birth control is orthotricycline. That is what I use to control my breakouts. And some people have had problems with it. I haven't had a problem with it. It worked really good to clear up my hormonal breakouts that I was getting all through here and my cheeks and everything. So that is it for this video. That's all I have. So if you have any questions, I will link all the products that I mentioned that I use. Not the prescription ones, but all the over-the-counter products that you can buy. That's all I have for this video. You'll see this makeup look going up next week in my next video, and I hope you guys are ready for that and are going to enjoy it, because I liked making it and I think it came out really pretty. So that's all I got. I will see you guys next week for another video, and that's all. Bye.